The new map in Warface takes us out to the Red Planet. Black Desert Online on PS4 adds the Striker and Tamer class. Bless Unleashed fires up its open beta on the Xbox One. Grinding Gear Games has some major expansions in the works for Path of Exile. And of course, BlizzCon hits us with some pretty sweet surprises. What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements for the week of November 8th, 2019. And first up, there's a lot of news out of BlizzCon this week. So just in case you waited to hear me give you guys the news, here's what you need to know. World of Warcraft had a new expansion called Shadowlands unveiled. The new expansion sees Sylvanas Windrunner tear open the barrier between this world and the next, allowing players to explore the Shadowlands, the resting place of every mortal soul after death. The expansion features a new hub city known as Orboz, the Undying City, and 4 covenants players will be able to align themselves with in order to earn rewards like transmogs, mounts, and covenant abilities. There's even an infinite dungeon called Torghast, Tower of the Damned, that changes every time you play it. You can run it solo or in a group, and clearing enough enemies grants you abilities and items that will help you in your current or next run. The further you make it in Torghast, the greater your chances of receiving crafting materials for legendary weapons and armor that will help you restore balance to the Shadowlands. The level cap for the game has also been adjusted back down to 60, with the curve being tweaked to make it faster than ever for players to reach the level cap and participate in new content, which is honestly the best way to make that kind of adjustment. Hearthstone also showed off a new expansion, Descent of Dragons. This new set features 135 new cards for the game, the new Invoke keyword, and new mechanics like side quests and brand new hero cards. The Invoke keyword works closely with the new hero Galakron's hero power, upgrading it when it triggers. On top of that, Hearthstone is also receiving an 8-player auto-battler mode called Battlegrounds. The mode will feature 23 playable heroes, and players will fight to be the last player standing after recruiting an army. Beyond that, Blizzard showed off Overwatch 2 at BlizzCon, highlighting cooperative missions and new looks for some of the characters. There will also be replayable hero missions, which will allow you to level up your favorite heroes and earn new customization options for them. Of course, there will also be new heroes, maps, and even a new game type called Push for players to experience. In Push, there's a robot in a central location of a symmetrical map. Each team fights for control of the robot, and whoever pushes it further into the enemy's base at the end of the round wins. It's cool and all that there's an Overwatch 2 now, but honestly, does it need to be an entirely new game? Seems like they could have done this with a major expansion to the game, but maybe not. Cool announcement regardless. But arguably the biggest announcement coming out of BlizzCon was the announcement of Diablo 4. The game looks to be much bleaker than Diablo 3 and takes place after the events of 3. The gameplay trailer shows off a magic user, a druid, and a barbarian type class battling tons of demons in a fantastic looking engine. And don't worry, we'll have more on the game as information becomes available. Keep an eye out at MMOs.com. Now on to the regular news. Brawlhalla's newest patch is live, and with it comes the second WWE crossover event. This time the playable roster includes The Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Asuka, and Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, so they'll also be staying in Valhalla after the event has ended, so you'll be able to scoop them up anytime.
Yeah.
This event also includes the WWE-themed Brawl Down mode,
Oh yeah!
a daily gold login bonus of 250, and a cool WWE Superstar UI takeover.
Yeah!
Yeah. Other patch notes include a bug fix where tournament high scores were not displaying correctly, and Asori's bug down sword signature move dealing more damage than intended on the first hit. For the full breakdown, check out the complete patch notes in the description below.
Man!
In other news, Lord of the Rings Online launched its latest expansion this past week, entitled Minas Morgul. Minas Morgul offers a new storytelling experience as players use their character skills and participate in visions of the Second Age, participating in historic events from the series firsthand as a hero of their favorite class. The expansion includes 2 regions, the Morgul Vale and Mordor Besieged, 7 instances, a 12-person raid against Shelob, over 250 quests, the now playable Stout Axe Dwarf race, a level cap raised to 130, and plenty more. Pretty decent sized update, as you can tell. Next up, a new seasonal map has been revealed for Warface's free-for-all mode, Red Sand. Mars is the setting of this next great battle, with a low-gravity environment and Martian colonist settlements to explore. Only robots outfitted with Martian Arcus equipment can go, so get ready for some said-on-said violence. Also this past week, Black Desert Online on PS4 added the Striker and Tamer classes in this week's free update. Strikers are trained by an incredible martial arts master and are close quarters masters. They will overrun any of their foes with punches and kicks. Conversely, the Tamer from Hamo Island has a loyal beast to help her in battle. The Tamer and Heilang fight together with mighty AoE strikes to their opponents while still managing to be mobile. This update also adds the leader of the Harpies, Karanda. Queen of the Harpies can be found at Karanda Ridge and is not to be taken lightly. Rabam skills also come upon hitting level 56. With it, you can combine 2 skills to create a more powerful ability. And finally, Black Desert on PlayStation 4 is featured within the PlayStation Double Discount event, with 25% off all 3 game bundles and PlayStation Plus members receiving 50% off until November 22nd. Likewise, Bless Unleashed, the Xbox One exclusive MMORPG, has begun its limited time open beta this week. This test will run from today until November 21st and will offer an in-depth look at the game before it launches in 2020. This test is also to ensure server stability and gather more feedback on how the game has shaped up so far. The world of Lumios awaits with challenges that net great rewards. The Bless Unleashed open beta team wants to show off just what players have in store. The level cap for this test has gone up to level 30, and those who participate and return in 2020 will receive an exclusive title, Breaker of Games. Those players will also receive a 7-day Valor perk bonus that grants in-game currency as well as XP boosts. This is your chance to see how far Bless Unleashed has come and help shape it for the future. Don't miss out on Bless Unleashed's open beta. Diablo 4 isn't the only ARPG in the news this week. ExileCon, Path of Exile's major convention, takes place on November 16th and 17th in Auckland, New Zealand. And Grinding Gear Games is planning 2 major announcements. First, players will be introduced to the 3.9.0 expansion, which will include not only a new league, but new features and items along with a rebalancing for bows. 3.9.0 is expected to launch on December 7th, 2019. Grinding Gear Games will also reveal the 4.0.0 Mega expansion, which will be on scale with the Fall of a Wraith expansion from August 2017. This will be another major addition of content for Path of Exile, so it's well worth finding out about. Full announcements, keynotes, and more can be watched for free on Path of Exile's Twitch channel and other partner sites. There's no doubt you're going to want to check it all out. Also this past week, the latest champion to enter the realm in Paladins, Ram, Rage of the Abyss, is now available as part of the Damned Frontier update. Ram's main weapon is a Gatling gun, whose alt-fire spins up the gun and consumes no ammo for 3 seconds. He can harvest souls from enemies and gain soul armor for doing so. He has a charge that can knock players up, and his ultimate allows him to send a shockwave out, dealing 999 damage to all players hit and stunning them for 1.2 seconds. This update also introduces the Wild West Battle Pass with skins for Tyra, Lex, Khan, and Strix. The user interface has received a few new buffs as well, with the main champion page in your profile having a filter by role option. There are a ton of other changes and improvements in this update, and if you want to scope them all, you should check out the game's official website, linked below. Next up, we've got a new section we'd like to introduce to the recap where we consolidate some of the deals and steals from the various game stores out there on the interwebs. So here's a look at the best deals in gaming this weekend. Dog Duty and Elder Scrolls Online are both free this weekend on Steam, with Elder Scrolls Online being worth a look. Over on the Epic storefront, you can grab Nuclear Throne and Ruiner for free. These seem worth a look if you're into top-down action games. Alternatively, there's a load of stuff you can grab if you're a Twitch Prime member. First of all, they're offering Double Cross, Darksiders 2, Definitive Edition, Planet Alpha, Sword Legacy Omen, and Turmoil for free. While you're there, you can also lock down a Harvest Moon weapon skin for Dauntless, 14-day memberships for RuneScape and Old RuneScape, a League of Legends Teamfight Tactics Twin Legend Egg containing 2 random legends and a random skin shard, a pair of Infiltrator pants for PUBG Mobile, and 10 battle card tickets for King of Fighters. See that? No excuse not to have fun with promos like that out there. So, you're welcome. Anyway, guys, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and of course, share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.
But I know these dreams. They tell of the future. Hell is coming, brother. Hell is coming.